In London, stand up. Look. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get it all prepaid. What you I'm on it, break, no side, know about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities.
Today, it is the opener of the 2024 NFL season, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it's going to be second down. Back to throw here.
Got his man, it's Bo Melton.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now he'll try to run with this. Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. Back to throw.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Let go.
A give to Gibson running right.
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 24. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Brandon, you know more about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line
line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by the line of scrimmage.
40 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Josh Allen charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are on the board here first in the season opener.
Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And running with power here. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 16. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
36 yards on the play.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Down to about the 45.
Let's go.
2nd and 7.
30 left. 11.
Now Lawrence.
This one caught by Ridley.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Go, let's go.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with a football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And to throw again is Lawrence.
Flushed out right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Jansen Good, he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
Touchdown! Evan Ingram from 13 yards out.
And the Jags' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
54 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Let's go!
2nd and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Brings up 2nd and 10. Viking 18. Go check, go check. Check go.
Once more, Gibson. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he is close. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Ready, ready?
They'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
So a big play there on fourth, and now 1st and 10 at the 30.
They'll set up a throw.
This is caught by Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, 30 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 23 yards on the play.
This is going to be a corner route to their tight end, and I'll tell you what, it's man coverage, so that makes it hard for a linebacker to stay with him. And he's able to make the catch on the right side of the field and pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Lawrence to throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley from 19 yards away.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
A nice throw right there. And these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him ran complete.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Okay, ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll look to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Hey, check that, street. Go!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, smash Bronco! Ready?
They'll set up to throw. And this one is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's Lawrence.
Looking downfield for Jones. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Zay Jones.
47 yards.
And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9.
Ready.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
Ready, go.
They'll run with Gibson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 108 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Gibson again. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down by a good 3 yards as they convert on 4th and 5. Now back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a 1st-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Ready.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Antonio Johnson makes the stop. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
At the 20-yard line.
Looking to throw. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the first and goal.
They'll run with Gibson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Touchdown! Antonio Gibson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have retaken a third-quarter lead. Now the try here for the point after. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, Lawrence. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Second and 10. Here's Lawrence again. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Another toe for Etienne. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards of carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
Here's Gibson on the read option, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
138 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Going underneath. He's got Hockenson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does. Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week one. Here's 3rd down now. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1.
Ready?
They'll go again with Gibson. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Here we go. This is 4th down.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down. And they get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Well, this defense needing a stop here. Gotta have it. 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. And it is caught. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now 1st and goal.
Unlock line, unlock line. Roll, roll, roll. Go.
Here's a give to Gibson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, He's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
Let's go now.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Back to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. This is 1st and 10. Throwing now, Lawrence. Into the hands of Ingram. And he will get out of bounds to stop the clock. It's a 1st down with the clock showing 26 seconds to play. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw, Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner. Here in the closing stages. CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
He's back to throw. Pass complete. It's Hockenson. Able to get this all the way out close to midfield. Just what the doctor ordered on play 1 of this drive in crunch time. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, smash. Ready.
Back to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
On the ready.
Here's 1st down.
Go, Reed, go.
He'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, and this is nervous time now. They decided to go for it right there. Fortunately, still a little bit of time left for another shot, but this one almost certainly has to be in the end zone.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1 and one of our early window games here in week 1.